Hey, what's up, guys? Quick early morning recap here, or it's not early morning, it's afternoon, but whatever. Quick recap here on CTRM. Let me pull this up. This is already open. Okay. All right. CTRM. Now, let's just jump on the daily chart here. We're gonna do this thing fast. Wrong chart. Okay. So what do we know about CTRM? CTRM. So here's what we know about CTRM. It can make big moves. See, big moves. It's a former runner. So it's no surprise that this thing will move or whatever. So pops up in pre-market on the scanner, and everybody was watching this. So here's what we know: CTRM can make big moves. Here's another thing that we know about CTRM. CTRM is a giver backer. So you see on this day right here, it spiked all the way high of $19 and it gave it all back. Closes right around $9. Um, on this day we had a red day here, followed by a red day and another red day and another red day and so forth. You get the picture. On this day right here, I actually held the gains and had a second green day. Not a green day. I had a second push on the next day and it gave it all back here and followed by another red day and another red day and another red day. You get the picture. You can see it spikes and it gives it all back. On this day right here, another giver back a day. So let's break this thing down here now. So here it is. CTRM in pre-market this morning. Let's get there. We had this move here in pre-market. At this point right here, CTRM already closed the gap. The first gap on this was at 381. CTRM closed that gap and kept going. So it was a gap close and go. Get back on the daily here and break this thing down fast. No time to waste here. So here's the first gap right here. Right here. Right around 381. So we're gonna mark that out right there. Now this is the first gap right here. They closed in pre-market. And this is a gap closing goes setup. You can see it closed it and it kept moving. This top resistant right here, we're gonna mark this one out at $5. We're just gonna call it $5. We're gonna mark this one out. And here's a second gap right here. This gap here is at 586. So we're gonna mark this out at 586. All right, so we have those resistance areas marked out. We'll jump back on the minute chart here, and here is where CTRM closed the first gap in pre-market, and had a gap close and go. So was looking for this to push up. This top here is the $5 resistance on the daily, where this is where it turned around. So market open and this thing squeezed up, and I missed this move here. But look, right, this first pullback here is where I got in. This is where Angelo got in. This is where a lot of people got in. This first pullback here, you can see came right off of VWAP is where I took this trade and got this push right up here. And that was my trade for today. And that was that. I kept posting in chat this morning about this area right here. This is the $5 resistance area right here, right around $4.99, $5. You go back on the daily chart, you'll see it. And there it is right there. This top right here is is this resistant area right around where this thing turned around. So you can see it broke out past 5 and got to a high of 528 and then dumped. And that was all she wrote on this thing. I left it alone right there. I was watching for this to have a squeeze, but it didn't happen. We watched this all the way out to here until it dumped and it didn't squeeze. So that was that. That's just a breakdown, quick recap on this. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped. That's it. Thanks.